Akim Shalom. First and foremost, we give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakakodash. Double honors to the elders, the apostles of Great Millstone. Blessings and salutation to the hopeful elect, those in this gospel abroad, lifting up the standard of Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. Akim Mahaloya, coming back with another lesson through the Spirit. This is just rolling through the Spirit, man. Just my thoughts, just speaking on things that come to my mindset. So I don't have anything really particular to talk about, because I mean, there's so much going on through the Spirit, man. It's hard to focus. Well, not focus, but it's so much happening in the world, and the Spirit is so active now. It's like, damn, where do you start? You know, I was watching the news, propaganda, basically. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of it is basically propaganda. But they were talking about, due to the war in Ukraine, that food prices globally can jump another 10%. But I'm like, how is a war causing inflation when they're not even dealing with your particular money? They're not really even, how the hell can that cause inflation when they're not even dealing with you on that aspect? Okay, because they broke down like the top 5 countries that deals with the production of grains and wheats, okay, which America makes up for 25%, Russia makes up for 25%, then you had Canada, and then I think it was another country, can't recall the name, but basically, man, they was like, we may hike another 10%. But this is all being done by design, you know, as we went into the previous lessons, because we're in a time now, the Lord getting ready to judge this whore, okay, which is Babylon the Great. All right, so with that being said, man, hey, they were talking about here in Missouri alone, gas prices can very well be up into the $5 mark. And I'm not from Missouri, so I don't know if they've ever hit that mark before. But if that has not been the case, then that's going to be pretty high. Okay, and these people, they're going to start losing it sooner than later, because, you know, these people ain't used to paying that. Okay, like I think the cheapest I've ever paid for gas here in Missouri was $1.49, and that was like literally last year. All right, so they said since February of last year, there's been like a damn near 7.5% increase in inflation, and that's pretty high, okay, and since 1981. So with that being said, man, hey, all hell is getting ready to break loose in this society, you know. And the men of the Lord, the prophets, we've been warning you, we've been telling you, we've been saying through the Spirit that, hey, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is coming back to judge these nations, man, and you 2/3, because now that the prophecies are coming to pass, a lot of you Israelites out there, you still haven't woke up, and you still are not paying attention to what the Spirit is trying to tell you, man. You know what I'm saying? You're not paying attention, because like the brother said, the brother Prishar, he brought it out. He said that the reason why you Jakes ain't really budging is because you've allegedly seen this has happened before. It's always an excuse with you people. Well, that always happened, things gonna bounce back. But what if it don't bounce back? What comes the time that it don't bounce back? Okay, because a lot of you like to reference the 2008 recession and how things bounced back, but ever since then, you had economists talking about, well, it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. And look, here we go. A decade later, then all of a sudden, all hell is hitting the fan now, man. And they want to blame it on a war in Ukraine, which technically that really has nothing to do with it. This is strategically done by the elites. You see? So, hey, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man, hey, like I did in the last video, brothers, man, it's time to really focus on what we're about. Focus on what the scriptures is really saying. Really prepare our minds to deal with the hell breaking loose, okay? Because, shit, man, any day now, okay? Any day now. You know, because, like I said, this is all by design to bring in an MOTB, but the transition is going to be a hellified period. You know, because, like, shit, this whole thing with the WAP, with the juice, they're bringing that back up. They're talking about new variants and strains and all this other madness. All of a sudden, this guy, Dr. F, is popping back up. They're playing with you people, man, okay? Because they're putting the squeeze on you. Like we said before, they're going to continue to put the squeeze on you until you ultimately bow down to this man's system. And that's ultimately what they want you to do, you know? Shalom, Akim, how about you? I'm sorry about your crocodiles, broken thumbs. All you Akim on the comment board out there. Akim and Akwatha tuned in. Yep, normalcy bias spirit. Yeah, it's biased, brother. It's biased as hell, man, because like I said, man, talking to Jake and and just talking to these people, they feel like as long as they got a job, nothing can touch them. But I'm like, you getting ready to lose your jobs, man, because they're talking about another housing market crash. And these are the same signs that happened before the 2008 collapse. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, what the hell? But ultimately, you know, we're going to be straight, man, because, hey, the scriptures say my servants shall eat. When you people are out here starving, you're out here looking for a refuge, you're out here looking for a night's meal, you people are going to be in straits, man, because they're going to have detention centers set up. They're going to have troops rounding people up. All right. They're going to have all types of hell breaking loose. These cities are literally going to be casted down, man. That's why they say in the event of a siege or any event of some type of natural disaster, they said the cities are the worst place to be in. Okay. Because, hey, majority of the people, they reside in the metropolis areas. You see, like in Chicago, that city have a population of 4 or 5 million, probably more than that. Okay. New York, twice as much as that. You know, LA, it's what, 10 million, 15 million people. And I'm just throwing numbers out there. But regardless of that, man, it's going to be bad out here. All right? Because, hey, the scriptures prophesied that, man. Yahweh Shai said that these days be the days of vengeance when all things that are written must be fulfilled. You see? And things are being fulfilled because this guy Biden, man, hey, man, they called him the worst president. They said he's a worse president than DJ Trump. All right? And honestly, DJ Trump, he probably... honestly, he wouldn't have made America great, but he did a whole lot of better of a job than this guy, Creepy Joe, because the minute that Creepy Joe got in office, that's when all shit started hitting the fan. Gas that went up literally a day after he was inaugurated, man. All right? Inflation, the juice, all these mandates, it ain't doing nothing but laughing at you people, man, because like all these Congress, all these Babylonians, these newscasters, whatever you want to call them, forecasters, a lot of them, man, they not dealing with this inflation shit, man. They're taken care of. They ain't paying overly taxes. That's for the people. You know, that's for the sheep or the peons, so to speak. You know, George Soros, the man ain't paying high taxes. He ain't paying gas taxes. He ain't paying $3 for a loaf of bread. That's for these idiots out here, the consumers, man. You know, they go to work every single day, but they taking a cost of this, man. You know, like a lot of truckers, they can't work because the price of taking a load from one state to the next compared to gas, they ain't gonna make any profits off that, man. So a lot of truckers are sitting home and they're forced to pay their workers without working. You know, like my coach, he was telling me that his neighbor owned a trucking company, and he said he's paying this guy $750 a week to sit at home because it costs more money to cover the costs on shipping goods from one state to the next. He was like, I'll just right off pay you that and double up on the price. So regardless, Babylon is falling, man, you know. And call Allah Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Because these are the days that we was waiting on, man. You know, these are the days that brothers have been speaking about. And now, Lord's will, they're finally here to stay. All right? Because things ain't going to get no better here. As the average common peon likes to believe, it's not going to get no better here in America, man. All right? These days are going to get worse, and they're going to continue to get worse. That's why it says peace and safety, then sudden destruction, man. All right? Let's see, brothers take precepts here. Brothers got any precepts, man, y'all can put them in the comment board. Like I said, I don't have a particular topic, but whatever comes up through the spirit, Lord's will, I can get to him. What he says, the devil is talking about a barbarian too. It's never gonna end, man. You know, but ultimately this is the left side of the Lord, because he wants to destroy this wicked society, man. You know, like I Am Legend, brother brought out a very important point regarding that movie about how gas prices was at the $7 mark, and then everything pretty much crashed. Now, if you go to California, gas is literally $7, man. All right, Chicago probably $4 or $5. New York probably $6. All right, Tennessee $5, and that's pretty high for down south. I say Midwest probably have the cheapest gas prices, but they say we're gonna be reaching $5 by the time of the summertime, man. So all you jakes out there making posts and stuff like that about buying bikes and all this stuff, man, like, all right, man, y'all think shit is a joke. It ain't a joke no more, man. You know, my Jake is all on TikTok playing games, all on social media thinking everything is just peaches and cream. All right, man, the Lord finna he's finna call your bluff, you know, because you ain't listen to the prophets, man. Revelation 18 and 8. It says, therefore her plague should come in one day. And it says here, one day, death and mourning and famine. And it should be burnt with fire. And it says, as strong as the Lord Yahweh who judgeth her. You know, when this place is totally destroyed and eviscerated, man. And hey, the 2/3 of our people, you're going to be caught up in that, man. Why? Because, hey, you ain't Habashim Habashai. You didn't take heed. You know, because like you said, man, hey, Jake think things are going to bounce back, and they're not going to bounce back. There's no bouncing back. Okay, things are going to continue to hit the fan from here. So whatever Biden or Sleepy Joe, as we like to call him, no matter the type of madness and type of shit he's feeding you, regardless, he's a liar, man. He's a paid actor. Okay, presidents don't run the economy, man. He's just a puppet. Okay, he's telling you basically smoke and mirrors, and then you got niggas that still voted for him. Like Lynn just said, if we was to have another election and he re-ran, you're gonna have Jake that's gonna still vote for him. You know what I'm saying? After all the shit he's promised you, he sent over $13 billion in Ukraine, and you people raised a total of $11-something million to help in Red Cross support for the Ukrainians, but he ain't done nothing for you Jakes, man. He's sending aid over there to Ukraine like clockwork, but yet you niggas can't even get a rent voucher to pay your first and last month rent. All right, you can't even get a voucher to go get food for a lower price, but yet he's sending $13 billion over there to help the Ukrainians. That show you how much he care about you. They don't care about you, man. That's why I tell you in Isaiah the 30th chapter, woe to you that go down to Egypt, that have not asked at my mouth, man. All right, you putting your trust in Egypt, which is America, and trusting in these governments that ain't gonna do anything, man. Because like all the money that they're giving women and supporting aid every month, it ain't gonna be to no avail because gas is going up, food is going up. So all the child support they stealing from niggas, it ain't gonna be to no good because they still gonna be in straits, man. And that's what people trying to tell you, stupid ass Jake Step. But hey, you ain't take heed to the warning. So hey, Joker's on you, man. Baruch 4:2, it says, be of good cheer, O my children, crying to the Lord, and he will deliver you from the power and the hand of your enemies. Right, who's the enemies? Esau and the other nations. It says, for my hope is in the everlasting. And it says that he will save you, and joy is come from me unto the Holy One, because of the mercy which should come sooner to you from the everlasting Savior. Right, so hey, just a little while longer. And you know, like I said in the other segment, you know, we're going to be in straits as well, because they're going to shut things out. You know, things are going to be shut down. You ain't gonna be able to go to Walgreens and get your supplies, or Walmart, Hy-Vee, wherever you shop, Cubs Foods, Food for Less. You know, you ain't gonna be able to go to these particular endeavors to get your food, regardless. But we're gonna be straight, man, because once this system completely falls, then hey, we scot-free out of here. Lord's will we of the elect. All right. Lamentations 4:17, it says, as for us, our eyes as yet fail for our vain help, and in watching we have watched for a nation that could not save us. Right, and that's true. Israelites are depending on Esau, Edom, their enemy, to get them out of hell. They're depending on Esau to lower gas prices, when in fact he's the one that's controlling the narrative, man. Okay, through false narratives, through lies and deception, through their media, which that media is nothing more but witchcraft. You see, because through the spirit, hey, they've been rocking our people back to sleep from day one. All right, they can tell you gas prices are going to be $5 in the summertime, and you people buy it. Just a fact. And I always said, you have an IRS. You have child support you're paying. The fact that you people are not riding behind being taxed to death, that shows you that you people are on a low level, man. But if you look at these other countries, these other nations, Greece, France, all these other places, man, they went up in smoke because they felt like the government was taxing them too much. But what does the American do? They sit up here and they take it, man, all because they got bread in circus. As long as niggas can watch football, basketball, baseball, drink a couple of brews, man, smoke a pack of Newports, smoke some weed, Jake is okay with that. A nigga would never rise, no matter if he's getting taxed to death, paying 2 bands a month in child support. Jake could never do anything about it, man. That's why the Most High's really got to shake this place up, you know? Because if it was up to Jake, we would never get up out of here. Because they got that same mentality as in back in Egypt. He said, you brought us out to the wilderness to die. We would have been better off serving bondage under Egypt, man, under Pharaoh. And that's the mentality Jake have. We'd rather pay thousands of dollars in taxes a month, overly expensive health care, overly priced, by the way. And yet, Jake would never want to get up out of here. Because in his mindset, this is the way of life. This ain't life, man. This is hell. All right? And the Lord is not dealing with this place, man. Period. We won't out of this shit. This is pure hell. You know, like I had a dream last night, And they was talking about zombie apocalypse, man, saying that it was going to be worse than anything imaginable. And that shit was on my spirit all day. So you Jakes, you can have it, man. You know, we're fed up with it, period. Yep, Baruch 4:25, my children, suffer patiently from the wrath that has come upon you from the Most High. From thine enemy have persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction and shalt tread upon his neck. Right, because the scriptures tell you that the hands of Judah, the hands of our enemies should be in our hands should be in the neck of our enemies. Because everything that Esau was doing is going to come back and bite him. It's going to be a recompense, man. All right. Genesis 49:9. Judah is a lion. That's the spirit. Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stooped down. He crouched as a lion. And as an old lion, who shall rouse him up? Haven't brought that out in a long time. Right. Jake is completely docile, man. You know, but hey, let them all be destroyed. You know, they were warned. And we out there warning them week in and week out through the shows, the epistles, these videos. There's no excuse no more. You know, like Yahushua said it. He said that now that I come, they would have had cloak for their sin, but now that I come, they have no cloak for their sin. You see what I'm saying? So there's no cloak for Jake. At this point, they're just going to be destroyed, man. So anyway, brothers, man, this was just a quick lesson, giving all praises and glory, honor that's due to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, B'Hashem Rakakadash, double honors to the apostles, elders, a great millstone, blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. And with that, Shalom and a Baba Ball.